Hi, I would like to show you a place that had been very important for my young days. One of my very early collectors, Alois, he inherited a lake out of Vienna. It was a gravel pit lake, and once we came there and he showed me the place and had no idea what to do, and I said, my God, that's a beautiful place here. That's like a piece on the seaside just out of town. And then it was gravel pit, it was hard stones gravel pit. And meanwhile, there had been 40 years in between. He developed out of this area a beautiful landscape. He invested a lot of time and energy to replant their nature. There are now trees and bushes and beautiful plants and areas. So he worked really hard, I could say the last 40 years, to create something out of this gravel pit of this lake. And it's beautiful now. But in my young days, there had been a garage for a car or whatever, for a truck parking, and it was very rough, and he did not need that, and he said to me, if you want, you can stay here and paint. And I came every summer. I had no other option to be anywhere out in nature, and I came every summertime there for many years, drove out there with all my painting equipment and could work in that room. It was very rough. It was a garage. It was not, well, there had not been a good floor, concrete floor, but it didn't matter. I had a room to work. It was rainproof, and I worked there. And now it's more than 40 years past, and today I stayed there and visit Alois again, and we walked a little bit around, and I did some footage because it is so beautiful now. It has so much changed, and I would like to invite you to go with me to that place, because this place had a very strong impact, a very strong influence to my artwork and creativity. It was the only place in my early days where I could work quiet. I grew up in a city, so I had no quiet place, and that was quiet. There had been nature, and I came during the summer months a lot of time there and worked really hard during the day, but could also jump in the lake for a swim, what I loved. So it was a very nice time at that time, but it's long time past. But today the lake still exists, and it's very beautiful, and I had been a visit there today. I looked it up, so that's the story. Und ich glaube, alle meine deutsch sprechenden Freunde haben das Englische gut verstanden. Ein Besuch am Schotterteich, ja, heute nach langer Zeit wieder, der Schotterteich. Und was ich vielleicht noch anhänge ist, damals, also das ist jetzt 25 Jahre zurück, sind Freunde von mir dort auch immer hingekommen, und wir haben natürlich geblödelt, und eins dieser Blödeldinge ist ein lustiger kurzer Film. Die Qualität ist miserabel, weil ich hatte keine gute Kamera damals und das ist alles nicht gut, aber ich hänge es dann hinten an. Das macht vielleicht einen ziemlichen Spaß. Okay, so I hope you enjoy it, and you see a little short video from the old times. It is 25 years past, but it is fun with some friends, yeah. So enjoy it. Thanks for watching. Bye. So you have seen a little bit from the beauty of the landscape, and now we switch back. In the year 2001 or 2000 around, or even earlier, I can't remember, probably it was even before 2000, it's a short video, what I did with a very simple camera at this time, and there'll be 3 people in that video. One is Arno Reiner, a friend of mine, Raimund Singer, and the third one is Jona Sanewald. I hope I remember the names right. And the idea had been from Arno. It's very funny. The idea had been from Arno. He wanted to have a short movie for a competition, a video competition, and he asked me that I make the movie, and it was his idea. And the idea had been 2 guys are in the water, make a deep breath and sink under the surface, and the camera is rolling and they be disappeared, but you can see them sitting underwater a little bit through the surface, and they don't pop up, and about 3 minutes later they stand up very easily, breathing, nothing happened. So wow, what a surprise. And the idea from him was to bring some hose pipes underwater where they can start to breathe. And we tried to set it up, and we worked the whole day super hard how to bring the pipes underwater, how to do this and that, and it did not work at the end. It was a catastrophe. It was horrible, but at the end of the day we had been super exhausted and nothing did work from the original idea of the movie, and then everybody was so in a in a fun mood, and that is the product of the movie, what had nothing to do with the original idea, but I think it's very funny. that developed out of the blue. Yeah, so enjoy it.
Mit Wasser. Die Trompeten kann ich. Moment, bleib kurz stehen, ich muss mal eine Zigarette holen. Okay. Und geht schon?
Weißt du, wo bei dir der Ganghebel ist? Seitlich. Seitlich ist der Ganghebel.
Ja?
Eine andere Seite.
Andere Seite.
Nein, am Körper.
Am Körper?
Ja, höher. Ja, genau, jetzt hast du ihn fast in der Hand.
Aha.
Nein, ja, nein.
Was ist hier?
Nein, der Schlauch.
Ah, okay. Jetzt. Passt? Geht schon? Komm mal los. Hey, wie schaut mal aus? Was ist los?
Aus.
Du musst wieder, ne?
Fahren wir noch eine Runde?
Du fährst so gut rein. Halt!
Du musst wieder. Das scheiß mal durch.